Today I'm going to show you how to change front brake pads on a Toyota Hilux. This is a 2013. They're pretty much the same. Simple, easy process. No special tools required. Just a pair of pliers or side cutters and screwdrivers. Now we have 2 pins, one at the top, one at the bottom, and some clips that hold the pins from falling out, and also have this spring clip at the bottom. Now, before we remove them, I'm going to start off with a small screwdriver, and I'm just going to pull that piston back slightly till we get a gap between the piston, the brake pad, and the disc. Now, I'm going to get a bigger screwdriver and wedge that in between, pushing against the pad. You will not damage the disc, but as I'm pushing the pad backwards. Okay? Now, once I've done that, you can do the other side. Again, you might have to start with a smaller screwdriver first to open a gap, and then the bigger screwdriver, pushing against the pad, not the disc. Now you might notice that when you put the back pad back, the front one may close again. This is normal, as you've got a 4-piston caliper. Now, what I've done now is I'm going to start off at the front, so I'll get back into the front again. Okay. Once we've opened that, we can start on removing the clips. Now, it's as easy as grabbing them and pulling them out. Be sure not to lose them. So I've removed the top one already. Now, I'm going to pull the top pin out. As simple as that. You can even use your hands. And remove the bottom one. This one may be a little bit tighter as it has that spring on it. Now I'm going to remove this spring clip. Simple as just squeezing it together and pulling it out. I'm going to remove the first pad. Now you'll note that one pad has an anti-squeal spring on it, built in, and the other one hasn't. I'll just show you them on the new pads. So there's the anti-squeal, and the other side hasn't. Okay, so the first one I pulled out hasn't got the clip. So now I am going to install this one at a time. Once that is in, we can go back to the second pad and push it pistons back in again. Now, with the new pad, the pistons will not push the first pad back. So once we've done that, we are going to remove the second pad, again noting that it has that anti-squeal spring. Remove that and replace the pad. Simple as that. Now, I advise you to keep your eye on the brake fluid reservoir. Myself, when I service vehicles, I do not fill this up if it is low. If it is low, this means that the pads have worn out or you have a leak. So now what we will do is I'm going to take it off, and you'll see it is full. So what I'm going to do there is, with a clean rag or clean tissue, I am going to get some of that fluid out by just dipping your tissue in there and removing, letting it absorb some brake fluid and removing that fluid until it gets to the proper level. Now you may have to do that a few times to get it to the maximum level. I advise that you keep your eye on this and do one side at a time as far as brake pads. Again, submerge tissue. I prefer using tissues because they are clean. And be sure that you do not drop any brake fluid at all. If you do, immediately wash off with water. Now we can go back to assembling the brake pads. Okay, now we can assemble these pads by just inserting the pins again. As simple as that. And with the bottom, don't forget to put this clip back in or spring back in. That's how it sits. Getting your pin. As you can see, it goes through there. Okay, lining up your holes again. So you can see the hole. Simple as putting that back in. Same again with the bottom. And there you have it. You've got your brake pads fitted. Now, once you've done that, you can slowly pump the brake one side at a time to fill the gaps of the brake pads. Now, once you've slowly pumped your brakes, you'll find that the pistons will be pushed out and pads will touch the disc. That is one side done. You continue to do the same on the other side, and that is it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.